What movie do today's teens need to watch that came out before their time? The Princess Bride, the ultimate romance, comedy, action, adventure movie. My dad wanted me to watch it so badly for so long. But I thought it would be lame because it was old. It's just proof that some comedy is absolutely timeless. The Life of Brian. The Great Escape. It has aged really well and is incredibly tense and heartbreaking. American History X. Everyone should watch that movie at least once. Stand By Me. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986. Edit, added year. 10 Things I Hate About You. The Green Mile. Trainspotting. 12 Angry Men. People with differing opinions can discuss and non-violently change their point of views, given rational explanation. Dead Poets Society. Matrix. I was surprised by how much I loved Dr. Strangelove. The Breakfast Club. Mean Girls. Goonies. Fight Club. The Shawshank Redemption. There are so many. The Monty Python films. The Life of Brian and Monty Python and the Holy Grail are the best. Alien. Brazil. 12 Monkeys. Reservoir Dogs. Pulp Fiction. If you like classics, then the original 1957 black and white 12 Angry Men is a masterpiece. Edit, I've thought of some more. Dirty Harry. The French Connection. The Italian Job. 7. Get Carter. Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Spinal Tap. With all of these I would recommend the originals and don't ever consider the remake if there is one. Requiem for a Dream, 2000. Empire Records Open Till Midnight. This is Mark. Airplane. So fucking funny. Groundhog Day. Back to the Future. Jurassic Park. Dodgeball. So the fact I still reference that movie this many years later doesn't seem so sad. Cruel Intentions. Best teenage coming-of-age film ever. A recommendation for this thread: quite a few theaters these days periodically show older films, enabling those who haven't seen them to see them on the big screen. This greatly enhances the experience in seeing the film. When my daughters were growing up, one of the local theaters had a program that they called Big Flicks, where they'd show older movies on one of their big screens for an entire weekend. Most of the time, the theater was packed with people. Because of that program, my daughters were able to see the following films as a big screen movie theater experience. 1. Raiders of the Lost Ark. 2. All 3 of the original Star Wars films. 3. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. 4. E.T. 5. Psycho, the original Alfred Hitchcock version, which I had never seen on the big screen either. Worth checking out if any of your local theaters have such a program. Idiocracy. Blazing Saddles. I would be fascinated to hear what they would think about it in today's ultra PC environment. The Godfather. Once Were Warriors. This movie made me change my perspective on my perceived problems as a teen. It's a mad world. Clue. Zoolander. Amadeus. Chariots of Fire. I'm gonna say Mallrats. Granted, it's had its fair share of haters, but it's probably my quintessential 90s movie. It oozes 90s for a kid who grew up into video games, superheroes, and game shows. Having said that, that's the second movie in the View Ask universe, most of which are all very 90s, and worth watching, in order: Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Clerks 2, and coming soon, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Dazed and Confused. City of God, 2000 or 2001, it's a fucking masterpiece. It's Brazilian with English subs though, so you'll have to concentrate. The Thing, 1982. The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, St. Elmo's Fire, Home Alone, Back to the Future, Billy Madison, Wayne's World, Son-in-Law, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Tommy Boy. Some of these movies teach lessons, others are just mindless fun. It's a list that says, hey, life is full of opportunities to learn, but stop taking everything seriously. Laugh once in a while. You have your whole life to be serious, but you're only young once. Edit, formatting. Rocky Horror Picture Show, obviously the Tim Curry one. Full Metal Jacket, A Clockwork Orange, Some Like It Hot, Schindler's List. The Naked Gun. The Big Lebowski, 1998. Also Memento. An excellent film to watch twice. Young Frankenstein. Goodfellas. I'm still blown away by the shot when they enter the nightclub. The technique was new then and it was the first time I'd seen it. Zoolander made for many happy hours of fun when our kids were little. Also Spaceballs, previously mentioned. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Can't believe it's almost 20 years old. Again, I was blown away by a style of film I had never seen, or imagined, before. The Shawshank Redemption. No Country for Old Men. Not quite before their time, but definitely before they would have been able to watch it. High quality film with great cinematography. Hey dude. When I was a teen half a decade ago, I went on a random movie binge every weekend to watch some things I wouldn't normally. Here's some that are and aren't well known for you to watch. These are mostly from the 2000s though. Butterfly Effect, just watch the first one. Primer, most accurate time travel movie out there. Unfortunately I've seen it numerous times and still don't fully understand what's going on. Children of Men, watch it if you like the technical element of films. There's some single take shots that go on forever and are exciting to watch. Triangle, if you like mystery thriller/horror. Pan's Labyrinth, if you're the type of person that enjoys foreign movies. Donnie Darko, weird movie, but not headfuck worthy. Anything by Studio Ghibli. I'm not a fan of anime, but I'm a fan of these movies. Heathers. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Don't watch the sequel, though. Mississippi Burning, 1988, and Platoon, 1986. Deliverance, 1972, wouldn't be a bad one either. Edit, if you want something light-hearted. Then Spaceballs, 1987, and Top Secret, 1984. Also Life of Brian and Blazing Saddles as mentioned about. Groundhog Day, 1993. Absolutely classic comedy by an absolutely classic comedian, with a unique premise. War Games, 1983. The film that made America finally worry about computer network security for a while. Also, Sneakers, 1992. More appropriate today even than it was then. Too Many Secrets. Blade Runner. Rush Hour. 7. Speed. 12 Angry Men. Event Horizon, not because it's some profound film which will impact your life and way of thinking. It's just a cool AF film made in style that's really rare nowadays. A Clockwork Orange. Pretty in Pink and Valley Girl for the 80s, Clueless for the 90s. American Pie. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Shawshank Redemption. Harold and Maude for Sure. Schindler's List. Robin Hood Men in Tights. Hot Shots, Naked Gun, Space Jam. Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, Beavis and Butthead Do America. Basketball Diaries. Boys Don't Cry, a glimpse of what it was like being trans just a generation or so ago. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood, otherwise just called Don't Be a Menace. It has no significant intellectual benefits. Just a slightly obscure movie which is hilarious. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Every high schooler should be required to watch Office Space right before graduation. Blues Brothers. Deer Hunter. Anything Monty Python. Drop Dead Gorgeous and Jawbreaker. Home Alone, yes, it's a reference to the movie Us. Metropolis, 1927. It's a really good silent film. Well, technically it isn't silent as it has music, but all is conveyed in text. The Truman Show. Boiler Room. The Princess Bride. Kids. Goonies. Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. Made my brother watch it at 15 and he was literally crying with laughter at it.